Hey guys, I'm Jared, and today we're talking about what's new in board gaming as of October 20th, 2023. I'll be covering the latest news, announcements, most played games, hot new Kickstarters, and crowdfunded games, and more related to board gaming for the past 2 weeks. At the end, I'll also be sharing what's going on behind the scenes with my YouTube channel, Meeple Mentor. So stick around, we've got a lot to cover. Leave me a like and comment on what kinds of updates that you want to hear more about. To make sure that you don't miss my news updates, new video tutorials, and our podcast episodes, be sure to subscribe on YouTube and your preferred streaming platform. Let's get started with some crowdfunding. First up, Fall of Lumen is a deck building and area movement game featuring a solo mode and a planned 2-player cooperative variant. Players face challenges, acquire market items, and infiltrate saboteurs to thwart the antagonist factions. The campaign for Fall of Lumen is set to end on November 9th and is currently seeking funding on Kickstarter. Dice Throne X-Men Marvel Missions Co-op Deadpool is a Kickstarter campaign for an expansion set in the Dice Throne series. It includes 8 new X-Men heroes, Deadpool, and introduces a cooperative experience called Marvel Dice Throne Missions. The campaign is currently active and will run until November 7th with an all-or-nothing funding model. Bonjour adventurers! Iron Light and Darkness is the bee's knees of Kickstarter tabletop games hailing from Rouen, France. Get ready for a next-gen hybrid dungeon crawling adventure with new heroes, quests, lore, and foes. Don't miss out on the action, so back this project before it ends on October 31st and gear up for an unforgettable gaming journey. Calling all aspiring rulers, the Gilded Realms is your chance to shine in a captivating Euro-style kingdom builder for 2 to 4 players. Compete, strategize, and make wise decisions as you aim to be crowned the Serpent's Champion. The Kickstarter campaign wraps up on November 16th. Embark on an Obsession, the character's expansion, along with Obsession metal coins, inviting you to delve into the Victorian era with intriguing characters like the Constable, Reverend, and Dowager Marchioness. Offering over 50 new gentry, solo content, improvement tiles, and more, this expansion is a must for fans. Plus, experience the heaviest, thickest metal coins in the gaming history. Join the Kickstarter campaign before it concludes on October 31st. Najum, a 2-player board game set in a serene and beautiful world, invites you to predict the movement of the stars. Join the campaign on Kickstarter and explore this delightful game and back it to help make it a reality before the project concludes November 7th. A captivating expansion for the Night Cage, known as Shrieking Hollow, awaits your exploration into the labyrinth's deepest, darkest depths where hidden terrors dwell. To make this project a reality before the Kickstarter October 20th deadline, your support is crucial. Your trusty candle is your sole defense against these lurking horrors in the expansion that adds a 5th player. Next up on Kickstarter is an exciting Euro-style roll-and-ride game called Villagers of the Oak Dell. In this game, you'll establish your own settlement in the picturesque Oak Dell. As the leader of the settlers, your task is to plan and manage the village's expansion, gather necessary resources, recruit knights to defend your village, and develop new strategies and technologies to make it prosperous. The Oak Dell is filled with potential, and its future is in your capable hands. To make this project a reality, your support is needed before the campaign deadline, November 1st. Classified Information 2-Player Deduction Small Box Game is a Kickstarter campaign for a 2-player deduction game contained within 18 cards. Designed for fast and engaging gameplay, with each game taking 15 minutes or less to play. The campaign is set to end on November 2nd. Argonauts, Deus Ex Machina, and Troy, the card games, offers a unique collection of 3 thematic card games. Set against a backdrop of Greek mythology, these games are designed to be easy to learn and family-friendly, suitable for players aged 8 and above. The campaign on Kickstarter has a set deadline of November 4th. The Kickstarter campaign end date for Kavango is October 19th. Well, Kavango accommodates 1 to 5 players and focuses on conservation. Players take on the roles of conservation experts, working to build a thriving nature reserve over 3 rounds of card drafting. The game encourages players to complete research tasks, protect vulnerable animals, and build a high-scoring nature reserve, offering an engaging and thematic gaming experience with educational elements. It's for 1 to 5 players aged 10 and up and plays in 40 to 60 minutes. Get ready for Punish, a one-on-one dueling game designed for fast-paced and engaging gameplay, best played in a group that alternates combatants. This 5-minute skirmish game is available for funding on Kickstarter until November 7th. In Shrooms, the Collection, players are immersed in the world of fungi in a tabletop card strategy game. The upgraded base game includes a new game board, box, and components. The Dark expansion connects to the base game and introduces a new ecosystem, the Swamp, with deadly, poisonous, and carnivorous mushrooms. Players aim to forage mushrooms into their baskets and compete for the highest score. The game is suitable for all skill levels, and new expansions are planned for the future. It's for 1 to 4 players ages 14 and up with supervision, and plays in 40 to 100 minutes. It's funding on Kickstarter until November 19th. Next on Kickstarter, Amsterdam Essential is a thrilling board game with an economic twist where players step into the shoes of merchants during the Dutch Golden Age. With engaging resource management and tile-laying mechanics, it accommodates 2 to 4 players aged 12 and above. The game offers around 60 minutes of strategic gameplay, providing a delightful and immersive journey through this iconic historical period in the bustling city of Amsterdam. The acclaimed Marrakesh is also available as a combo order with this Kickstarter, ending October 26th. Ezra and Nehemiah, a thematic strategy game by Garp Hill Games, transports players to ancient Jerusalem, tasking them with rebuilding the city's walls and temple. Suitable for 1 to 4 players aged 10 and up, the game offers an engaging mix of multi-use cards, worker placement, resource management, and positive player interaction. The objective is to earn victory points by achieving various in-game tasks. You can back it on Kickstarter until November 2nd. Moving over to GameFound, we have Square and Compass, a construction resource management game designed for 2 to 5 players aged 12 and up, with a playtime of approximately 120 minutes. The game aims to challenge players' resource management and worker placement skills. This campaign closes October 31st. Finally, BackerKit is back in the news with a crowdfunding campaign for Lovecraftesque, an engaging storytelling card game that captures the eerie essence of cosmic horror tales. You'll embark on a dread-filled journey, unraveling a mysterious evil, and watch as your character evolves from disbelief to horror. With streamlined gameplay and hundreds of creative prompts, the game thrives on suspense and collaborative storytelling. Suitable for 1 to 5 players, Lovecraftesque offers an eerie, unpredictable narrative that unfolds in approximately 2 hours, making it an exceptional choice for eldritch horror enthusiasts. Back it until November 9th. Next, let's look at newly announced games and expansions coming to retail. Mantic Games has unveiled The Raging Void, a new 2-player set for Kings of War available for pre-order. The set showcases the Twilight Kin facing off against the Abyssal Dwarves. The Twilight Kin, a faction with a distinct elven culture, are driven by the ruthless desire to reclaim their once majestic elven home. Meanwhile, the hardy Abyssal Dwarves are determined to thwart their efforts. It is designed for 2 players and is suitable for a wide range of ages. Game time may vary based on players' experience. University Games introduced 2 new games at Toy Fair in New York. Fairies and Magical Creatures is a strategy game designed by Glenn Drover, where players build relationships with fairies and create gardens for them. The game accommodates 2 to 4 players ages 10 and up, with an average play time of about an hour. The second game, Bob Moog's Dad Jokes card game, is designed for 2 to 6 players ages 8 and up. In this game, players match dad wisdom with punchlines, with the objective of completing 8 jokes first. Pegasus Spiel has unveiled Djinn, a new fantasy board game designed by Hall Games. In Djinn, players assume the roles of apprentices from the Academy of Magical Arts and aim to capture creatures called Djinn, which are causing chaos at an ancient magical source. Players must strategically move between 13 locations to gather resources and capture the boss Djinn to score points. The game is designed for 1 to 4 players ages 12 and up and plays in 70 to 90 minutes. In other Pegasus Spiel news, they are set to release The Same Game, a cooperative party game by Wolfgang Warsch, into retail in November. In this game, players discuss how different objects might share common traits across various categories. The challenge is that a trap is hidden in one of the categories, and players must give good clues about the object cards they draw while avoiding the trap. As categories are completed, the group accumulates points and ultimately wins or loses as a team at the end of the game. The Same Game is designed for 3 to 6 players ages 10 and up with a playtime of 30 minutes. Funforge is set to release Rune Masters, a tower defense game in US retail in the 4th quarter this year. In this cooperative game, players take on the roles of Rune Masters who must protect the Temple of Mankind from the forces of evil. Monsters spawn on the board each turn and advance towards the temple. Rune Masters roll 4 dice and use the results in various combinations to attack the enemy. Each Rune Master possesses unique powers to aid in defending the temple until dawn. If the temple is protected until dawn, the players win, but if they're overrun or killed, the temple's destroyed and the players lose. Rune Masters is designed for 1 to 4 players ages 12 and up and has a playtime of 30 to 60 minutes. Czech Games Edition is set to release Time Division, a new card drafting game by Heidelbar, into retail in November. In this game, players aim to gain control over an era of history by deploying influential characters of that particular age. Over the course of 6 rounds of play, players will draft different character cards, each with unique effects. The objective is to gain more influence than their opponent to win the game. Time Division includes cards for 3 different eras: Ancient Egypt, Dark Age, and the 80s, which can be played as a single era or as part of a campaign. The game is designed for 2 players, ages 12 and up, with a playtime of 20 to 40 minutes. Asmodee is launching That Sound Game in North America, a team-based party game created by Nat and Cam in Melbourne, Australia. Players take turns trying to convey ideas or items using only gestures and sounds with no words allowed. A timed round keeps the gameplay fast-paced and entertaining. Additionally, an expansion called That Sound Game Extension Pack is available for more mature audiences. In other Asmodee news, they are set to release A Christmas Karen, a holiday-themed edition of the party game Karen. In this game, players sift through 1-star reviews to identify the real ones, with the new edition featuring 45 new cards containing Christmas-themed 1-star reviews. A Christmas Karen provides 3 different ways to play: fill in the blank, guess the product, and write the review, and it comes with Christmas-themed Karen score pads. The game is designed for 3 to 10 players aged 14 and up and offers an engaging 45-minute gameplay experience. Corvus Belli has unveiled Acheron's Fall, a new space battle game set in the Infinity Universe. In this game, players aim to prevent the fall of Acheron by engaging in strategic space battles while commanding space warships. Acheron's Fall was developed in collaboration with Ramper Design and will be launched on GameFound in the near future. Flat River Group is set to release Hegemony Lead Your Class to Victory, a politico-economic board game by Hegemonic Project Games, into retail on October 20th. In this game, players manage socio-economic groups within a fictional nation facing turmoil, including the working class, middle class, capitalist class, and the state. Their objectives are constrained by policies that affect their actions, and voting on these policies is pivotal to executing their strategies. The game is designed for 2 to 4 players ages 14 and up and plays in 90 to 180 minutes. 2 expansions, Crisis and Control and Historical Events, will be released alongside the base game. Devir Games is set to release Bitoku Resutoren, a new expansion for Bitoku, into retail October 20th. This expansion brings 3 modules to the base Euro game of Bitoku, new Iwakaru rocks, new yokai cards, and 3 new types of Kodama Lake. Additionally, it includes a new deck of cards that enables players to trigger new in-game effects such as modifying dice rolls. Rio Grande Games is set to release Evacuation, a new board game in Q4 this year. In this game, players must escape a planet that is being ravaged by its sun, evacuating their civilization to the next habitable planet. Each player controls a nation competing for the best landing sites on the new planet to establish their homes. They'll utilize their existing resources from the original homeworld to relocate and discover new resources on the new planet over 4 rounds. The winner can be determined by building 3 stadiums on the new world and achieving level 8 production. If no player accomplishes this, in-game scoring determines the victory. Evacuation is designed for 1 to 4 players ages 14 and up and plays in 90 to 120 minutes. In other Rio Grande news, they are set to release Winter Court, a new board game in Q4 2023 designed by renowned game designer Tom Lehman. In this game, players step into the roles of rival diplomats who find themselves trapped with royals in a medieval court due to inclement weather. Seizing the opportunity, they aim to advance their agendas within the realm by gaining favor with various characters at court, including knights, the prince, the princess, and others. The diplomat who accumulates the most influence will successfully pass their agendas through. Winter Court is a game for 2 players, recommended for ages 14 and up, and offers a playing time of approximately 30 minutes. Indie Boards and Cards is set to release The Sherlock Files: Sinister Secrets, the 7th volume in their mystery card game series, in Q4. This game offers players 3 new cases inspired by the adventures of the famous detective Sherlock Holmes. Players must work together to solve these cases, figuring out which clues are relevant and sharing information as they uncover the plot. The 3 cases involve a stolen diamond necklace from a Hollywood party, a man who was murdered in front of his mother, and a haunted hotel room with a deadly reputation. The Sherlock Files: Sinister Secrets is designed for 1 to 8 players, recommended for ages 14 and up, and takes approximately an hour to solve. In December 2023, Korean publisher Mandu Games will introduce a new edition of Open, a 2 to 4 player climbing and shedding game where players predict who will go out first while strategically playing their cards. Let's talk for a bit about what's happening on the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel. Since the last news episode, I published several review videos on the channel. Holly and I reviewed Mountain Goats from All Play, a really fun small box area control kind of game. It's cute, plays easy, and fast. We also reviewed the dice worker placement game Rajas of the Ganges from Hutch Games. It's bright, fun, and offers a lot of replayability. I filmed a full unboxing for this year's Earth from Inside Up Games. It's a card-playing, combo-building tableau builder themed around plants and animals on our planet. The game is sweeping the nation right now in popularity, but what did we think of it? Watch the review now. Lastly, I published a short recommendation video for the cooperative game Minara. It's a challenging tower-building dexterity game worth checking out. Thanks for tuning in to today's news update. I appreciate your support, and remember, teach when you can, but always be learning. See you next time.